What's up, everybody? This is your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. I'm so glad to be back in here with another episode, man. And this is actually an excerpt from this radio show that I did on the O'Shea Vlogcast channel just the other night, man. That was popping, and it was called "Why Do Black Women or Black Women Who Only Date White Men?" It was a call-in show. It was about the Amber Gill situation that happened out in Britain, and she said she didn't want to date black men. And so anyways, we had a particular call-in show about it, and this young lady named Courtney calls into the show, and you'll hear for 20 minutes why she feels that black women are dating interracially, and she'll discuss what type of relationship she's in, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what she's going to be talking about. But man, some of the things she was saying, man, are very, 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 very controversial. So please get ready for this. But before I start, let me shout out to the sponsor of this episode, Brother Hassani Ali and his wife at www.twinflamecoalition.com. And I mean, they're a lovely black family, been married. And what they're doing right now is they're specializing in the niche of relationship coaching with African Americans and also with people who want to stay long-term married. The brother's a very talented brother, man. He's an author, and he has the lows and highs of being married. So for some of you who actually would like to have a better relationship with your wife in the black community or your husband, why don't you check out my man, www.twinflamecoalition.com. Tell him O'Shea Duke Jackson sent you. That's the picture on the screen right there. And yo, let's get into this episode, man, for real. And I'm out for right now.
Hello. Hi, O'Shea. I'm Courtney.
Hey, Courtney, how you doing?
I'm good. I want to talk about a lot of the things with the black woman attitude. Black women have attitudes because over 10 years, black men have been bashing them and making them feel uncomfortable. So when they see a black man out in public that speaks to them and say home, they already got a negative feeling and a bad taste in their mouth about black men. And also, there have been a lot of hypocrisy with this Amber Gill situation with black men, because black men tell black women all the time that they do not prefer them, that they are too dark, that they like white women, and they put other races women on pedestal. And so therefore, when a mixed woman see that she's fetishized by these kind of black men, she get turned off too and don't want to be bothered with them too, because they're colorist. They show any respect, because they can say about black women having attitudes all they want, but most black men are not easy to deal with themselves. And that is when I'm looking at. I feel like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead. It's fine.
I feel like it's a bunch of hypocrisy, because the same woman that they uplifted and gave praise to, which are mixed women, now she doesn't want them. If she would have said, "I love black men," that would have never been an outrage, because black men got a dose of their own medicine. They don't like it because they feel entitled to those kind of women, because those kind of women been putting black men on pedestals as well. And not only that, the last caller said that white men don't marry black women like that. That is a lie, because I know so many black women that have married white men, and they are marrying them left to right, because I have a lot of them in my family, and I have friends that are married to white men. So there's not just a fetish. And I think a lot of black men tell themselves that to make themselves feel better. I don't see the problem with her preference, because black men say they don't like black women all the time. And I just think, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your last point. Go ahead.
Okay, this is the only last thing I have to say. I just think that they put a lot of energy out in the atmosphere about the bashing of black women, and black women don't want to be bothered with them because they've been traumatized by black men. And also, as well, black men have been rude and disrespectful to black women. Even good black women got screwed over. So now that when a black man out in public, hey, how you doing? They turn their nose up because they've been so traumatized by them. And it's so many other races of men that are running behind black women, despite the media, what they have presented black women to be undesirable. Because let's get it right. Around the globe through Hollywood, only white women are perceived and uplifted as beauty. Black women are not represented well in Hollywood because Hollywood is racist. And they push white people up, period. And I feel like white men, that's her preference because she had probably a self-hating colorist black daddy that didn't like black women. So that turned her off. So, hey, she doing the same thing. Amber Gill doing the same thing her daddy is praising white men like her daddy praised white women. So it's a spade a spade.
Let me ask you this. You said that black women have been bashing, the black men have been bashing black women for 10 years, you say?
Like about 10 years on YouTube because it was getting ridiculous when YouTube had first come out. It was really messed up. Those comments have traumatized a lot of black women. And after that had happened, interracial dating with black women had gone up with non-black men because they also got tired and it turned black women off from black men. Yes. I know this to be a fact.
So, okay. And so today is, right now it's, well, in Poland, it's going to be June 1st, 2019. So what you're saying is 2009, after this year, 2009, to the current time, because black men were bashing black women at that time, that's why black women started to get annoyed with black men and didn't want to deal with them. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, it's a mixture of things. It's not only just YouTube. It's the whole amount of disrespect. Like, what we don't like is we have to be marginalized to black men, and black men can date out 3 to 1, and we supposed to sit here and look stupid and grow old, and we don't have the right to exercise our options. To me, that is wrong, and that's hypocrisy. And I feel like a lot of black men need to just get over themselves.
Let me ask you this. Shout out to
that's just what I feel.
You know, me and you need to do a show, a one-on-one show. I think it'd be very interesting because you have some interesting takes. But let me ask you this. You said the last 10 years. I can tell you that black men in 2009, I was 28 years old. When I was like 10 or 11 or 12, I was hearing the same thing. It was a known fact that, you know, the same thing that black men are saying about black women, they were saying those same things many years ago. Black women had bad attitudes, black women this, black women that. So you're just saying that only the last 10 years, but black men have been saying that. So I would take it that before those 10 years, then black men must have been showing black women respect prior to that. So what changed?
I can explain that. Go ahead. I can explain that to you, O'Shea.
Please.
Because even before then, black men have never put black women first. Black men all through history have always uplifted white women and other non-black women. Even through Hollywood then and now, they have disrespected black women so bad and shown them that they were not their preference. Even before you was even born, they were doing it, O'Shea. They were doing that after the civil rights movement. They have went in droves to go be with white women. And it's not, and black men do not have the best attitude out of all races of men. They really do not. They are not easy to deal with either. A lot of them, they might sit over here entitled. They might not want to work. Some of them don't want to do anything, but they want to be treated like a king, and black women are tired of it as well on her end, just as well as black men are tired of it on their end.
And so, okay, let's say I can see that black women, they don't make any. Well, let me talk to you about this because you say a lot of different things. You said that black women are marrying white men or interracial men left and right, but you just said that black men are going interracial.
I'm not saying in high numbers. Okay. I'm not saying just in high numbers, but I'm saying it's gradually increasing. The more the bashing and the more the media does
Mm.
black women wrong, and the more black men do what they're doing, they are pushing black women away. Yes, because I know a lot of good black women that I have known personally that have had nasty things said to them by black men, and they were kind. They done everything for this black man, and they would disrespect them. But I think what's going on here, I think black men want black women to wait on them when they go out and exercise their options and do what they want to do. And then when it don't work out with the non-black chick, they want to be able to come back. And that is not fair. I don't think black women need to sit over here and just wait on black men. I think they need to find love with whoever race they can find love with.
So what you're saying is, when black men were going out marrying white women or interracially 3-1, because you said 3-1, why was black women not doing the same thing?
Well, they were staying racially loyal to black men. You have a lot of black women that want to stay racially loyal because they feel like they really at once they prefer black men, and they just look like they under a spell. Like they rather sit over here and take abuse from a man that say he prefer white women, and they're seeing all this evidence in their faces, but they still want to be racially loyal to black men. Because we're the most racially loyal race of women, and we're considered the least desirable, not because we cannot pull, it's because we want to wait on men when every other race of woman is exercising their options, even with other races of men other than their own.
So wait a minute.
We just want to wait on black men.
Are you saying that the reason why black women let me ask a question. Are you saying that black women are considered less desirable for the fact that they want to just sit around and wait on black men? Is that why people say that black women are less desirable?
No, okay, let me explain something to you. We don't have positive images around us like white women do. We already know that we have been around Hollywood and television media promote white people in a better light. Even white men are promoted better than black men. We already know whiteness is already above everything. We already know that we're considered the least desired race of people by people in large. But every time I look around, even when a non-black man marries a black woman, you always have black men online and all through real life talking about, oh, black women are undesirable. Don't nobody want them. Well, it can't be every black woman is like that. I think too many black men are trying to bully black women and push their self-esteem down. I see a lot of that going on too. They've been bullied also. It's a lot of black women that want to go outside of their race, but they've been bullied to stay with black men as well because they've been beat down with low self-esteem to think other races of men are not attracted to them and don't want them. That's a part of the programming of the black woman's mind there.
So what about you? Are you interracially dating or?
I'm in an interracial relationship with a white man, and I can say it is the best decision I have ever made. And they always say things like, "Oh, go ahead."
No. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Please.
They always say things like, "Your white man gonna kill you," or "He gonna do this when black men are killing black women left to right." And they're also saying things about this and that, but black men never say about how white women have had them killed. They never bring that up. They always talking about what white men do to black women. I think it's a bunch of hypocrisy because I'm treated with the most respect by my white man. And I don't have a problem with him. The problems I have with black men, I don't have with him. My family accepts him. He treats me nice. I respect him. He respects me. He provides. He protects. And that's what a man should just supposed to do anyway.
Let me ask you this. You said that you don't have the same problems with him that you would have with black men. So could you tell me what are the problems that you have with black men? What are those problems?
The problems I have with black men are a lot of black men, a lot of them are not in a position. They sit over here, they act entitled. Okay. The problems I have with black men, through my experience when I dated them, one of them might sit up, they might not work, but they want you to be submissive to them. Submission is earned. This white guy I have, he works,
Mm-hmm.
He provides, he protects. He's not the stereotype that black men try to beat black women down and believe that white men all are. Because you got some white men out here that are very loving to their black wives and girlfriends. You know, you have some that are very loving and they don't see color like that. And also, well, the problems I have with black men are they're nasty. To me, they had an attitude. They always made colorist statements. And then they want to sit over here and disrespect and uplift another race of woman. And then want to sit here and act like black, like I didn't have a right to have an attitude. They would talk off the side of their neck. And they thought they could do me any kind of way because I was black like them, because they were comfortable with me to just say anything they wanted to say to me. I didn't have that problem with the white guy that I'm with now.
You know, let me ask you a question. How many black men did you come across that you said that didn't work?
I can't. Well, okay, about 4 failed relationships with black guys. And then not only with black, not just in relationships, because sometimes it don't even have to be a big number of relationships you have to go to. You can have that bad traumatic relationship, and that just does it for you. That just does it. It don't have to be a lot of relationships. It could just be that one traumatic relationship. He could have been abusive. He could have hit on you. He could have done anything and called you bitches and hoes. But it was just those 4 relationships that I had to really get on my knees and pray God to send me somebody, and it just happened to be this white guy that I'm with now. And find love regardless of race.
Okay,
I'm happy. I'm happier than I've ever been.
Okay, let me ask you this. What if a black man says the same thing? He found out that he had a relationship with a black woman that wasn't shit. She didn't want to do anything. And, you know, he's saying the same things that you're saying about black women. What would you say to him?
Well, I would say go for it because black, and they've been saying that for over the last 30 more years, so they've been doing that. It's just a little bit more rare for black women to say it, but I don't mind about black men doing that because they were looking for an excuse to do that anyway. So yeah, I was.
So when black men, they look for an excuse to do it. They've been looking, so they just want an excuse to do it anyway, right?
Yeah, because I've heard, let me tell you something about black men that I know for a fact, Mr. O'Shea. I'm glad you brought that up. I would hear a black man say, I don't want no big old woman. I don't want no big woman. And then they get with a white woman 300 pounds. I don't want a single baby mama, but get with a white woman that got 3 kids. So yeah, at some point, they just be double talking. But with my situation, I'm not double talking.
You're not double talking. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you?
No, I'm not double talking.
Me and you need to do a one-on-one show. You got time? You got time for me tonight?
I really can't. I really don't have time. Okay, I'm not trying to get out of it. I just really want to.
All right. Well, listen. This is what we'll do. You need to always call in whenever I have a show because you got the chat kind of booming. A lot of people would love to talk to you tonight. So let me ask you this, because if you can stay on the line, where did you meet this white guy at? Where did you meet him at? God, you said God sent you a man.
I'm not going to disclose.
Okay.
I'm not going to disclose all this information because that's just personally what I'm going to say. Where I met him.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm going to say, I'm not going to disclose my personal information because that's between me and him.
Sure.
But what I am going to say is this. I met him at a place that it was a place God intended for me to meet him at the right time.
I see.
That's just what I personally feel within my spirit. Okay. That's in my heart, seriously.
And this was your first time dating a white man, or you dated a white guy before?
You know what? I've always been attracted to white men. And I've always kind of preferred their looks over black men. I'm not going to even lie to you.
Oh.
But my thing with...
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But the thing about it is, the reason why I was not so openly to pursue that relationship and go with that white man is because of the slack from people in the black community, the slack from people, the pressure that black community put on me, like my mom, my dad, and whoever. When I got out here and start living my life, I said I gotta live for me, so they cannot pick my mate for me. And it's the person God got for me. So hey, that's just that I had to get out of that because I was shamed. A lot of black women want to date out and marry out or whatever, but they're ashamed to do it because they got a lot of pressure on them from other people and to not move. But a lot of more black women would do what I'm doing if they didn't feel so much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't be called bed witches. That wouldn't be called race traders. That's it, because black men can be pro-black and still go with a white woman. Look at all these hotel pro-black men, and they still got white women. I mean, it's a bunch of hypocrisy to me.
So let me kind of go back to this, because when you said you were dating black men that didn't have a job and stuff like that, wouldn't people say that's a reflection of you and your bad choices? Because
that was a reflection.
Go ahead.
It was a reflection of me and my bad choices. I do agree with that. I take full responsibility for it. But then, I have dated a guy that had a job. But then they can still have a job and have a high-paying job. But at the same point, y'all might not mesh together. Y'all might get into it. Y'all might not have the personality for each other. I just had to happen to have a personality and have a bonding with somebody that happened to be non-black. I just had that. I didn't ask for it to happen. It's just how it happened.
Okay. And now you're very happy, right, with the white guy?
As happy as I can be. And I encourage more black women to do what I'm doing.
Okay. What about black men?
I encourage more black women to not be scared to take their own options. If that man is of another race and he makes you happy, do what's in your heart you think you should do.
Do you think that overall black women would be better off being with white men than black men?
No, because you got some evil white men out here too. You got some bad white men, you got bad non-black men, all over. I'm not saying that. Okay. I'm just saying because what might work for me might not work for the next person. Okay. I'm just saying that's what works for me.
Yo, man, what's up, man? I'm back. Just real quick, what did you think about what she had to say, man? You can check the full episode out on my O'Shea Vlogcast channel. I'll leave it in the description. And actually on the first comment, Demon will make a point right there. So thank you guys for doing that. But also check us out on these platforms. Follow us on Instagram, right? At Instagram at the Negro at THE_Negro Manosphere. Check us out on Instagram. We're getting a lot of subscribers over there, so make sure you check us out over there. And also, if you want to support Black Male Media, right, we have the negromanosphere.com website. I also want to mention my Dr. Action comic, which is free. I want you to read it, right? We have free ebooks, but check out my free comic in the link and also in the first comment. Support Black Male Media. $5 a month, you get content that's nowhere on the internet, specifically made for you, and you're supporting the Black Manosphere movement, the negromanosphere.com. Over 1,100 articles, and because of guys like you, I'm able to produce this kind of comic out there. I just want to shout out to everybody out there that's been supporting, and again, thank you so much for all that you brothers do. Again, peace out, God bless, and thanks so much for checking this episode out, man. I know it was wild. Peace.